Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is An-Nisa. My matric number is B062110038. Before I present my final year project, I would like to thank to my supervisor, Dr. Nur Hidayah binti Muhammad, for guiding and instructing me throughout completion of the research, and I would like to thank to my panel, Dr. Albert Faizal bin Ismail, for willing to evaluate my research. My title of this research is Green Entrepreneur related with ESG and business sustainability. Here's are the presentation outline, which is background of study, problem statement, research question and research objective, literature review, research framework, hypothesis, research methodology, conclusion and Gantt chart. The first part is background study. I would like to start with explain about what is green entrepreneurship. Green entrepreneurs in Malaysia are business innovators who prioritize environmental sustainability in their venture. They focus on eco-friendly product and practice, going beyond basic regulation to embed sustainability into their core business strategy from Charter 2016. Globally, green entrepreneurship has grown due to the rising consumer demand for sustainable products supported by frameworks like World Paris Agreement. In Malaysia, government policies such as the National Green Technology Policy and the Green Economy Master Plan encourage this practice from MIDA 2021. These entrepreneurs play a vital role in addressing environmental challenges such as climate change and pollution. They promote renewable energy, sustainability, agriculture, waste reduction, and eco-friendly technology, contribute to environmental conservation from year 2010. Since the late 1999, the Malaysian government has actively promoted green entrepreneur partnering with giants like Panasonic and Toyota. This collaboration fosters innovatives that reduce carbon footprints and promote sustainable practice from Meridian 2021. Firstly, effective integration of ESG management practice in green entrepreneurship ventures. The integration of ESG practices into green entrepreneurship ventures poses a significant challenges. Green entrepreneurs strive to align these practices with their business goal and value. According to Cole 2020, effective integration requires framework that help operationalize ESG concept while supporting business sustainability. Secondly, the key drivers and barriers to ESG implementation in business sustainability. Understanding the drivers and barriers to ESG implementation is crucial for sustainable business practices. Internal factors like organizational culture and external factors such as regulatory frameworks influence ESG adoption. Vision 2022 emphasized the need for insight into these factors to facilitate effective ESG integration. The third is complex relationship between ESG practices and business sustainability. The relationship between ESG practice and business sustainability is complex and multifaceted. Ramaya 2021 stressed the importance of comprehensive understanding how ESG management practice interact with various factors to impact sustainability outcomes within green entrepreneurship ventures. Lastly is context-specific challenges in Malaysia. Green entrepreneurship in Malaysia. Green entrepreneurship face unique challenges in integrating ESG practices amidst local socio-economic, regulatory and cultural contexts. LIM 2022 highlight the necessity of addressing this challenge to foster sustainability practice among Malaysian green entrepreneurs. This research have a three reason question and series objective. Basically, this is about our relationship between independent variable and dependent variable. Okay, I would like to go with this research question first, which is research question. How do green entrepreneurship venture in integrated ESG management practices into their business operation? Second, what are the key drivers and barriers that influence the implementation of ESG management practice in business sustainability? Third is what is the relationship between ESG management practices, key driver and barriers to business sustainability within green entrepreneurship venture in Malaysia? And then research objective. The first one is to identify green entrepreneurship ventures integrated ESG management practices into their business operation. To examine the key driver and barriers that influence the implementation of ESG management practices in business sustainability. Third is to evaluate the relationship between ESG management practices, key driver and barriers to business sustainability within green entrepreneurship ventures in Malaysia. Next is literature review. The first is environmental, social and governance (ESG). In Malaysia, green entrepreneur integrate ESG principle, environmental management, social responsibility and governance into the operation to ensure sustainable business practices. It's from An-Nisa 2022. Secondly, is about barriers to business. Despite benefits, significant barriers hinder ESG implementation in green entrepreneurship. High cost SME, lack of awareness lead to resistances and inefficiencies. Government support further impedance progress. This barrier negatively impact ESG practices and business sustainability. Journal from Yusuf 2020. And then key drivers. Key drivers such as regulatory incentive, market demand and CSR initiative are crucial for integrating ESG practices in green entrepreneur in Malaysia. This driver enhance the effectiveness of ESG management practices in promoting business sustainability from Mahmud 2021. Next is green entrepreneur and business sustainability. Green entrepreneurship in Malaysia prioritize financial success alongside environmental and social responsibility. Integrating ESG practices lead to the better long-term sustainability, balancing financial performance with social and environmental stewardship. Is from early 2021. Next, I will be presenting a framework for understanding how green entrepreneur in Malaysia integrates environmental, social and governance ESG practices and their impact on business sustainability. Hypothesis number 1. Embedding ESG practices. Firstly, green entrepreneurs in Malaysia are increasingly integrating ESG management practices into their operation. They prioritize financial gains alongside environmental stewardship and social responsibility. Demetrius Volunteers 2022. Hypothesis number 2. Achieving business sustainability. Secondly, effective integration of ESG practices is central to achieving business sustainability. According to the SASB framework, robust ESG strategies enhance financial performance, social responsibility and governmental impact mitigation. Demetrius Volunteer 2022. Hypothesis 3. Drivers of ESG integration. Furthermore, critical drivers such as regulatory incentive, market demand and CSR initiative positively influence the relationship between ESG practices and business sustainability. This factor encourage business to innovate and meet sustainable consumer expectations. From Sylvia 2022. Hypothesis number 4. Barriers to ESG integration. However, barriers like high implementation costs, lack of awareness and inadequate governmental support hiding the effectiveness of ESG practices in enhancing sustainability. Overcoming these challenges is crucial for widespread adoption of sustainability business practices. From Demonstry 2022. This is the research methodology. On this page, there is research design, research instrument, data resources, sample and location of the research. The first is exploratory to know the cause and effect, the relationship between variables in this research. Quantitative use for this research because in Melaka should have a nice population that have more green entrepreneurs in Melaka. And then the research instrument is survey. Next is sample and the location based on Craigie and Morgan 1917. 350 samples we take from green entrepreneur and location will be in Melaka. Our data resources will be primary data from questionnaire and securing data from general and internet. Study has explored how green entrepreneurship in Malaysia integrated environmental, social and governance ESG practices to enhance business sustainability. Through the method approach involving survey and interview with green entrepreneurs, we found that these ventures are increasingly adopting ESG practices to align with environmental goals, improve social impact and uphold governance standards. The research methodology used in this study aims to explore and obtain this information more thoroughly using quantitative methods. key findings highlight that regulatory incentive, market demand for sustainable product, and corporate social responsibility initiative drive and adoption of ESG practices. However, the challenges such as high implementation cost and limited awareness hinder broader implementation. This insight emphasize the importance of supportive policy and awareness program to overcome barriers and foster a conducive environment for sustainable business practice. The following is a Gantt chart that shows progress during the final year project.